Hey guys, it's Jeff, and here's today's daily motivation. First off, just a little heads up, a little warning. Everybody's sort of waking up around here, and breakfast things are going around. So you're going to hear a little bit of real life happening in the background today. So if you hear a baby crying here and there, just so you know. So today I wanted to talk about sharing our stories and sharing our products, and how. And how we can share our products, because especially when people are new in network marketing, one of the mistakes that people make is trying to sell our products, when in fact, that's not really the best way to, nobody wants to be sold. You don't want to be that person at the family function and nobody wants to talk to you because they know that all you're going to do is try to sell them, some product. Instead, our industry is all about sharing. Right? So in network marketing, it's all about sharing our experience. Okay, it's not about selling the products; it's about sharing our experiences. So I compare it to like sharing a movie. Hey, you know what? I saw this most amazing movie, and I really enjoyed it. I think you're gonna love it, and I don't want to spoil the ending. So but you should see it. You should go see it. Right? So that's sharing your experience with the movie, and inviting them to have that same experience. And that's what it's all about in network marketing. It's inviting people to share an experience with the product, right? Because let's face it, we are inundated with too much advertising. Most of us today are aware of it. There's advertising all over the place, on the internet, on TV, everywhere. It's like in your face, and like I said before, nobody likes to be sold. So in our industry, it's all about being subtle, right? So being subtle and sharing your experiences. So here are some of the ways that I share our products with other people. So first of all, with energy. One of the things I talk about energy is, when I share energy, I don't say, hey, take this, you're going to have tons of energy, it's really awesome, it tastes great, and everything like that. It's like the kiss of death for a comic. When you say, hey, you got to listen to this guy because they're going to be really funny. Hey, here he is, be really funny. Most comics will tell you that is absolutely the worst introduction that you could ever get, because now you have to live up to that expectation. So instead, when I share energy, one of the things that I say is, I really love this product, and one of the things that's, when you take this product, you're actually not going to know that it's working until 7 hours later when you realize you didn't feel like taking a nap today, right? So that's one of the things that I really appreciate about energy, because other energy drinks that are on the market are, they just shock your system full of caffeine. And and there's a really big crash. And most people who consume energy products know that there's this big jolt and you feel like really, really jittery, and then there's this huge crash at the end. So that's why, when I share energy, I say, hey, you know what? This is a great pre-workout drink. Just try it and see what you feel. And just pay attention to how you feel, because you're probably not going to notice anything until a lot later when you realize you didn't feel like you needed a nap today. That's it. Okay. Slim Roast. So when you share Slim Roast, so a couple things. The weight loss industry is a $60 billion industry worldwide. The coffee industry is a $100 billion industry worldwide. So what does that tell us? It tells us that we know somebody who either likes to drink coffee or wants to lose a little weight, right? The thing is, weight loss is a huge, sensitive issue for many, many people, okay? A lot of people have tried stuff and it didn't work. A lot of people have tried, huge regimes and, that were not sustainable, and, and they ended up gaining all the weight back. So I don't even talk about the weight loss. So when I'm sharing Slim Roast, I don't talk about the weight loss. I talk about some of the other cool things that are in the coffee. So, for example, my favorite thing about our coffee is the ginseng, right? Because, ginseng is amazing for mental acuity. In fact, that's what I talk about. One of the things that I really like about our coffee is the fact that it has ginseng in it. And the ginseng is amazing for my mental acuity. In fact, my mental acuity has been better, than it's been in in a very, very long time. And it's for sure it's the ginseng. Because, sometimes I can have 5 coffees and still not be awake. And most of us have had, most of us who drink coffee understand those days where it's like a 5-cup day and you're still not totally awake. Whereas after, one of our slim roasts, I feel awake every time, right? Oh, by the way, I'm down 7 pounds. So, there you go, right? And there's also tons of other really cool stuff about our coffee. In fact, one of my friends that I recommended to our coffee to, was shared with me that he was, close to, diabetes. And one of the amazing things about our coffee is we have chromium in our coffee. And this is not a health claim, but we also know that, chromium is really good in helping to stabilize blood sugars. Okay, so we know that. So I've just invited my friend to try it, and sure enough, he tried it, and, bought some product after that, right? So, just different things about our products that you can share, different experiences that you can share about our products, right? Don't be afraid to be honest. Okay, don't be afraid to be honest. So for example, trim is not my favorite. Out of all of our products, trim's not my favorite. Liz loves it, right? She really enjoys it. I like it. It's a good drink. But compared to energy, I prefer energy to trim. And don't be afraid to share that. Right, but it's a great fruity drink. It's a nice drink in the middle of the day. If I'm thirsty, nice to have it, in the middle of the day, and it's got some, great health benefits as well. Sharing immune. Oh, by the way, being honest about the product. Let me be honest about Slim Roast. I did mention that my favorite ingredient was ginseng, and when I first had Slim Roast and I could smell the ginseng in it, when I grew up, I used to have ginseng in chicken soup. So, to be honest, my first impression of Slim Roast was, wow, this smells like the chicken soup I grew up with when I was a kid. So it did take me a little while to kind of, make that shift. But, at the same time, I knew that ginseng was good for me, and I love the coffee, right? So immune boost, right? Talking about immune boost. So immune boost is tied with energy to be my favorite product. The favorite of our 4 functional beverages. And one of the reasons I love Immune Boost, as I noticed right away, is that I was waking up better. You'll hear a lot on the training calls that, immune really helps you sleep and stuff like that. And yeah, it does. But for me, my favorite part of immune is when I wake up, I don't need to hit the snooze button. The first couple of days I was hitting the snooze button, out of habit. Right? But yeah, when I wake up in the morning, I don't have that groggy, foggy edge, that makes me want to have my first cup of coffee. Right? So that's one of the things that I love about Immune Boost. But take some time to listen to other people's stories as well. So we have amazing calls, and you can all, get these calls at, I think valentiscalls.com. I'm going to post a link to the replay calls. Listen to some of the stories of some of the other people who are also taking our products, because chances are somebody's going to have a story that resonates with you. For example, with Immune Boost, we were listening to a call one time and we heard a country singer sharing her story about Immune Boost. And one of the things, she said that when she was on the road and she needed her voice and she felt something, she felt coming down, like she was coming down with something, in her throat, she started taking 2 Immune Boost a day. And, the scratchiness in her throat went away, and she, went through the rest of the tour, and it was amazing. So immediately we thought of people to share our story to who were also singers, right? And so we could share her story with our friends who were singers, and then invited them to try the product, right? So it's all about sharing. It's all about inviting, okay, and and being genuine and honest, right? So I hope that helps, and have a great day. Keep being awesome, guys.